Hello everybody, I'm Judy Sue with ABC7 coming to you virtually this year for Bridge Communities, celebrating women and transforming lives. I know this feels so different this year as of course all of us are going through this pandemic right now, all trying to find really what it means and how to work through this somewhat of a new reality that we are in. So even though we can't get together in person this year, and normally I look forward to this luncheon every year, we'd be sitting together having a beautiful luncheon, but we at least wanted to come to you virtually, continue to express this message and the importance of the work that Bridge Communities continues to do day in and day out, probably even more important right now as we're going through these very difficult times. You might be able to tell that I'm not coming to you from the ABC7 studio, so I just want to show you a little bit. This is a little bit behind the scenes as we're all trying to work within this new reality. As I said, a lot of companies trying to make sure that, as few people as possible are coming into the building. So Channel 7 has been setting up these sort of remote kits and turning anchors, homes, and basements. This is my basement, a little messy on the other side with the kids. But this side has been turned into a remote studio that we can actually broadcast from. So every newscast, one of the anchors is trying to broadcast from home to reduce the number of people coming into the studio. Really quite a feat for our tech crew, our camera crews to put this together. They've never done anything like this before, but really relying on their creativity and ingenuity, which is much like what we're doing right now with Bridge Communities. So we can't get together for this beautiful luncheon, but we wanted to come to you virtually with this message. Continue to celebrate our honorees today. So with that, an official welcome to all of you to our Bridge Communities, celebrating women and transforming lives. I love this luncheon. I've been a part of this for several years now. Every year I come, I bring my box of tissues, or they have the box of tissues ready for me, because you always get so emotional when you listen to these beautiful stories of how strong these women are in transforming their lives, and those who are doing so much work, volunteer work, to help them transform their lives. I do want to mention one thing. So during this fundraiser, and it is a fundraiser, a big shout out to DuPage Medical Group Charitable Fund. They will match up to the first $20,000 in donation. So as you're making these pledges today, they will match up to the first $20,000 in donation. So thank you to DuPage Medical Group Charitable Fund. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Courtney and I am a child of a previous client from Bridge Communities. I'm here to share with you just a little bit of my story because I believe in the power of testimony, and I want to encourage you to share your own. My story starts back in 2011. During that time, I was about 12 or 13, and we just recently found out that we were accepted into Bridge Communities, which was such a blessing in and of itself, because my family and I just previously walked out of a season of homelessness. I remember for me that season being one filled with an immense amount of grief, sorrow, anxiety, fear, and just this lack of security that comes without having a place to call home. In the midst of all of it, Bridge Communities was one way that God not only showed His love for us, but He also showed us how much grace that He had on us and completely rescued us from a situation that was really hard and one that was not so great. Bridge Communities not only gave my mom advisors to help her with her finances and budgeting and even more importantly planning for the future, but they also gave us tutors to help us with homework and counselors to help us just walk through this process of healing from our past. I've been so grateful for the love and grace and even just the opportunity to have a second chance. And Bridge Communities did that for my family. I can't thank them enough, and I don't think I'd be so passionate about helping people without thinking about Bridge Communities. I believe that I was blessed by Bridge Communities so that I can be a blessing. Just this past June, I came back from doing work overseas and helping others. And it was not only an amazing opportunity that I'm so thankful and blessed to be a part of, but there's something so special about walking through a season and looking at other people in the eyes who are also walking through that season and telling them that you understand, or resonating with them on a completely different level because of your stories. I just recently found out that I got accepted to my dream college, and I will be pursuing a degree in which I can not only help others, but also learn to love them better. Thank you for letting me share my story. I encourage you to go out and share your own experiences and watch how the Lord uses them for something so much greater. Thank you again, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye!
The DuPage Medical Group Charitable Fund could not be more proud to support Celebrating Women, Transforming Lives, and all the women who have found hope and healing through the Bridge Community's extraordinary program. That's why we're challenging you to give as generously as you possibly can. For every dollar you donate, we will double it up to the first $20,000. So please, open your hearts, and together, let's help homeless families build bright futures full of happiness, hope, and possibilities. Thank you.
And now please allow me to introduce our Transforming Lives honoree, and that is Barbara Tartaglione. So I'm going to read here a little bit. I want to get it right. So Barbara has over 30 years of experience in career counseling and workforce development, and she has a graduate degree in counseling with the emphasis in career development and adult education. She has served on the DuPage County Workforce Development Board and Education to Career Steering Council to promote job training and career awareness for DuPage County students. Now, Barbara also founded the West Suburban Jobs Council, an advocacy group to decrease barriers to employment for low-income job seekers and employees. And as a volunteer for the People's Resource Center, a place we know and love, she assisted in the creation of the Job Assistance Program for them. For her contributions in helping DuPage County citizens achieve meaningful jobs at fair wages, Bridge Communities is proud to honor Barbara with the Transforming Lives Award.
Hello, everyone. Despite the disappointment of not being able to be with you personally today, I want to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation for this recognition and award from Bridge Communities and the many people who help accomplish their mission, their staff and volunteers, founders, donors, and board members, but primarily the clients who are the unsung heroes like Ruthilah, who have been single mothers and have been able to overcome many obstacles to achieve a better quality of life for their families. I first became aware of Bridge Communities about 12 years ago, working closely with the People's Resource Center to launch the West Suburban Jobs Council, an advocacy organization with the goal of increasing employment opportunities for low-income job seekers and the working poor in DuPage County. We are comprised of about 40 agencies, and Bridge Communities is one of them. The 4 coaches that I worked with included Patty Kelly, Mary Ziente, Jody Fector, and later Dorothy Douglas. And at that time, I got to see firsthand the motivation, persistence, and determination it took to work with their clients who had to overcome many challenges and setbacks in their job search. There's a book entitled Half the Sky, after a proverb in China talking about the importance of women in achieving a better quality of life for their families. And nothing could be more true than the work of Bridge Communities. The women that have accomplished these goals have accomplished them despite homelessness and everything that goes with that, but also challenges and barriers, including education, potential lack of work experience, childcare, and healthcare issues. They've become role models to their children, their families, but also to the many women who will follow in their footsteps. A saying, "It takes a village," has been somewhat overused, but I think it's never been more relevant and appropriate than when we look at the work of Bridge Communities that has developed strong partnerships, in our area to ensure a higher quality of life for our residents, no matter what their situation and circumstances. Again, I'm disappointed that we couldn't be together to celebrate Bridge Communities and their clients, but I want to express my appreciation for this award. It meant a lot to me. Thank you very much.
And now for our Life Transformed honoree, and that goes to Ruthilah Bodley. And here is her story. So Ruthilah and her young son were living out of her car in 2015 before they were welcomed into Bridge Communities. Through mentoring, counseling, and care, Ruthilah and her son rebuilt their lives. And once their safety and stability was achieved, Ruthilah was hired as a high school civics teacher in Chicago's North Side. She serves as a role model and caring mentor to all of her students, many of whom actually have faced homelessness themselves. So Ruthilah tirelessly volunteers now as an ambassador for Bridge Communities, and Bridge Communities is honored to present her with the Life Transformed Award.
Hi, welcome to my kitchen, and thanks for inviting me into yours or your living room or your office or wherever it is that we're lucky enough to be right now. And thanks again also for being here, because even though we aren't able to meet all together, this is still a really important event. I'm super honored to be here and getting a chance to talk to you, and thank you so much for such a lovely recognition. I want to actually talk to you though for a couple of minutes about Bridge Communities and why I care so much about Bridge. I am a Bridge client, or was a Bridge client, and have graduated from Bridge Communities. I'm super honored to be talking with you today, but really all that I can say is that Bridge Communities saved my life. I give back a little bit when I can, and I enjoy having the opportunity to be able to do that because I know exactly what it's like to need the support services that Bridge offers. I know what it's like to be sleeping in my car. I know what it's like to not know how to provide for my child. I know what it's like to have to make decisions like whether or not I can keep my child with me or whether I need to let them live somewhere else so that they can have a better life. Bridge saved me from having to make those decisions, and I'm forever grateful for that. What I want to make sure that everyone here today knows, though, is that it's because of you, individually, not just an organization, not the employees that work there, but every single person. When you give money, when you give time, when you give love, you give people life from Bridge. Thank you so much for giving that to me when I needed it, and for giving me an opportunity to be able to give that back to other people.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for attending Bridge Communities' virtual Celebrating Women, Transforming Lives event today. My name is Yvonne Heller, and I am humbled and truly honored to be sharing with you today on the opportunities you are providing and the hope you are bringing to the client families of Bridge Communities through your generosity. See, I love, it's at the heartbeat of what our family does, to give back in the local community where we live and work, just like yourselves. And at such a time as this becomes paramount, right? Well, I have an even deeper connection to Bridge Communities and why this organization is so special to me. And that is because my family and I are former clients of Bridge Communities. In 2011, we became homeless right here in Naperville, and we lived and worked the program for Bridge Communities until 2013. Just to give you a glimpse into what your generosity is doing, it really goes beyond the basic needs which you are meeting of the 130 plus clients in the Bridge Communities program. So beyond meeting the basic needs, their transformation, their hope for the future is being forged as they are provided services and mentorship and support during their time in the Bridge Communities Transitional Housing Program. For us, that support was priceless. It was absolutely pivotal for us. We are 7 years out of the program. My husband and I have obtained amazing jobs. We purchased our own cars. We purchased a home. I'm a business owner, and my children are doing amazingly well. So I, first of all, want to say thank you for your support. It is truly meaningful and life-changing in the life of these clients. So I'm going to ask you today to join me in considering a generous donation to Bridge Communities. Now, we are privileged to have a matching donor, which is the DuPage Medical Group Charitable Foundation. So you are able to double the impact of your donation thanks to their matching gift. They are matching dollar for dollar of your donations up to $20,000. Isn't that amazing? So, for example, if you were to give a donation of $500, first of all, that would entitle you to membership in our Monarch Society, which is a giving circle around this annual event. That $500 donation will be doubled to $1,000, which will cover 1 full month of housing and support for a Bridge Communities family. Now, if $500 isn't in your budget, you can choose a monthly giving amount that would be more appropriate for your current lifestyle. But here's the benefit. With the matching gift from DuPage Medical, you are able to double the impact by DuPage Medical doubling your donation while you still give on a monthly basis that's comfortable for you. So how incredible is that? I think it's a perfect opportunity to go ahead and take advantage. So how do you do this? Well, there are a couple different ways to make your contribution. You should have received an email for today's event. There is a link there. There will also be a link made available at the end of this virtual event for you to click through and make your donation. You can also click through on the link in the Facebook event for today's event. Or if you're more comfortable writing a check, you can make a check payable and send it to Bridge Communities at 505 Crescent Boulevard, Glen Ellen, Illinois, 60137. So I just want to say thank you again to all of you for your generosity, for your support of Bridge Communities. Thank you to DuPage Medical Charitable Foundation for this incredible opportunity to double our impact. And I just appreciate your time and listening to my story. Thank you again.
Well, that's a wrap for us for our first time coming to you virtually to celebrate our luncheon here for Bridge Communities. I really hope you enjoyed the stories of our honorees here today, as we always do at these luncheons. But before we go, I do want to remind you, remember that match that is coming from DuPage Medical Group Charitable Fund up to the first $20,000 in donations today. So as you're making these pledges today, think about that. Up to the first $20,000, they will match it for us today. We want to thank them for doing that and thank all of our sponsors. So I have another list I want to go through because this could not happen without all of our sponsors in our communities. And those are the ones who are making this event so successful year after year. So our sponsors this year, virtually coming to you, include CatCon Inc., Wana Makers, Beeks Co., Plant Moran, One Digital, First Eagle Bank, Bank Financial, Wheaton Bank and Trust, Glen Ellen Bank and Trust, Naperville Bank and Trust, and Bolingbrook Bank and Trust. Also, Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage Charitable Foundation, My Chef, BMO Harris, Waterton, JC Litt, and of course, DuPage Medical Group Charitable Fund. So thank you to all of our sponsors here today. I know this is such a different way to come together and celebrate everything that Bridge Communities does every single day and every single year, but we appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed the stories, and I hope to see you in person next year for our luncheon. Until then, I will see you on TV on Channel 7. Have a great day, everybody.